Hello, I'm Chad Rainey with Advanced Home Comfort. What I got here today is a smart sump, what we use in our Crawlspace encapsulation systems for our customers. I'd like to show you what's all inside the smart sump and give you a little explanation of why we use this smart sump. First, we got a cast iron Zoller M53 pump. It pumps about 2,450 gallons per hour. Got a half-inch, I'll take that back, it has a 1.5 inch fitting here that we screw our pipe into. Comes with a check valve. We screw the check valve on here, and that's what discharges out of the home. This here is a stand that the pump sets on inside the container here. So we basically put the stand inside there, and we set the pump on top of it. It gives it a nice location to keep the pump off the bottom of the container. A lot of your pumps that are out there on the market set flat inside the container. We don't like that because a lot of sediment can build up in the bottom of these. So it gives it a good clearance off the bottom of it. Has a nice float here. Instead of a swaying float switch, this is a mechanical float switch that's attached to the pump. And when it rises, the pump comes on. It will pump the water out of the crawl space. As you can see right inside here, this check valve will only let water go one direction. So it keeps any water that's in the line when the pump shuts off, it keeps that water from flowing and just setting back inside of the container. You can see here my finger can go through, that's the direction of the water, and it will not let anything come back. That's what we call a check valve, and it's an 1.5 inch check valve that screws onto the cast iron pump. We always use a flexible adapter so it cuts down on vibration. So when we come out of the pump with the 1.5 inch line, we'll connect this here, and that just allows us a service point too to always disconnect the pipe and get it out of our way if we need to service the unit, plus it stops a lot of vibration. The yellow thing here is called a cord caddy. What it does is we mount it with panduit strap, zip ties, against a 1.5 inch pipe, and it gives us a place to tie our cord around after we're done with the installation. Makes it look really clean. Grab the lids here. The reason we like this smart sump is, if you can see, it has a nice beveled edge on it, and it allows this lid, it's a 2-piece lid, we're able to set it on top. And we screw it down, and what that does is it keeps any moisture that's inside of here, collecting the water from the crawl space. Nice airtight lid, and that way there none of that moisture is just coming up into the crawl space and making your dehumidifier work harder. Most of your big box stores, they carry just a container that you dig a hole, and I got one right here and I'll show you. They basically install these pretty large containers, and they will install that into the ground, and they'll run their 4-inch pipe. It's a corrugated flexible pipe. They'll run inside of here and let the water come down. Does the same job as the pump, and it'll pump the water out. But the problem we see, it's not airtight, and it's going to let that moisture come up into the crawl space. Is it going to be a major problem? No, but if we can cut the moisture down in any way possible, we're going to do that. This here is a float device. And basically, if the pump quits working inside the crawl space, it's going to fill up and it's going to come up onto the top. Well, we're going to have this device here, and this one's a little different. We got it as a 50-foot extension on it where we can locate this by the opening of the crawl space. It's going to make a noise, and you can hear right here. It's going to let you know, hey, my pump's not working. Let's give Advanced Home Comfort a call and get them out here to see what's going on with the pump. It does have a test. If you ever think it might not be working, you can always just open your crawl space up, hit this switch right here, and you know that it's working right for you. Like I was saying about the airtight lids, even where we connect our 1.5-inch pipe down into there, into the pump container, the pipe goes around this rubber grommet, making a nice seal. Now these Crawlspace smart sumps are only available to Dr. Energy Saver dealers, and we are your local dealer here in Dallas, Texas. And Dr. Energy Saver is a company out of Seymour, Connecticut, and they have probably about 300 people in the dealer network, and most of the products that we'll show you are exclusive to Dr. Energy Saver dealers, and some of the products are not exclusive. But we do install the best products on the market, and I'm sure there's some products out there that claim to be better, but we've tried and tested everything that we sell, so we feel real comfortable with the Zoller cast iron sump pumps and then the smart sump. This smart sump, you can see it has a ball right here, and that's on the lid. That's even airtight. You see how the ball will sit inside this little hole, and that basically makes an airlock, so no moisture's coming out. But what it is, if you ever have a plumbing leak inside the crawl space and water gets on top of the liner and runs over to here, it's going to allow that ball, as water fills up inside here, it's going to allow that ball to float up and let the water come down into the smart sump and then pump out of the house. But you will get the alarm sound letting you know there is a problem, and that problem is you have a plumbing leak and you need to have a plumber come out and take a look at it and fix it. Show you the inside. It's a nice white heavy duty container here. It has pre-drilled holes all the way around it, stopping roughly about 1/8 inch from the bottom. Good solid construction. We dig a 2-foot by probably about 3 foot deep and 2 foot wide gravel pit, and we pour drainage rock inside there after we install this. So our pipes will come, drain into the rock, and then the water will fill up and turn the pump on. That's about all there is to this. It's not really complex, but it is a really great product, and this is the only system that we install in our crawl spaces. If you'd like more information about this smart sump, please give us a call at Advanced Home Comfort. Our phone number is 972-996-2511. Thank you.